Hey everybody, it's NiftyBC here with another NFT Circus show. It's Friday night, and we're here with some great people. We have some good guests on tonight. We have Cogs, the infamous Cogs, the OG Wax Gang that is still hitting hard and coming out with even newer stuff. I just saw that you can do some kind of Ethereum wallet connection, so you can do your own Cog. We'll talk about that here in a second. Super cool. We have Blockchain Odyssey here talking back again about what you've been up to. I don't know what you've been up to, but it looks really cool, man. It looks like you guys are doing a lot of stuff over there. And then we got our co-hosts, Crackers and TC, joining us again, bringing it home. And then we got Mello again, who's kind of like our co-host as well. He's usually here just hanging out, telling us what's going on. He's got the shades on today. I like the shades.
I decided to be like TC, full TC.
No, I like the shades, man. It's good. It's very like Men in Black. It's good.
You're missing the hat.
Exactly.
And the gray hair.
Whoa, listen. You see this gray hair? I mean, I got gray hairs everywhere.
Hey, man, I'm 25 years old. Look at this gray hair. Hey, guys. So we have giveaways here on the show, on the YouTube chat. If you're here on the YouTube chat, if you're watching on Twitter, head over to YouTube. Type in $M.O.R.B.S to get entered into the raffle. The very first raffle is going to be for 100 M.O.R.B.S tokens that you can exchange on the Alcor exchange or HODL or do whatever you want with it. So that'll be the first one we'll do. And then we're also going to do another one right afterwards of the Royal Dex Soul Surfboard model.
That looked really good, eh?
Wow. Yeah, it came out really nice, man. I really liked how that one came out, man.
Job.
Yeah. And so anyway, this is also AR enabled, so you'll be able to scan the code and all that kind of stuff. So that would be the other one that's happening. So go ahead and put in $M.O.R.B.S, guys, and you'll be entered to possibly win that. What else has been happening in the world? Well, it's crypto winter, guys. It's getting real cold outside. Real cold. So Wax went low again. It went below 30, guys. It hit 29 cents today. We're not sure what's going on with that, but all it means is buy now. If you guys have some stuff you want to get on Wax right now, I would head over to Wax and get it because it is cheap to get stuff. And so get over there and spend some Wax. Hopefully we'll get that coin going back up. But I think this is all just part of it because every coin seems to be down right now. So that's the crypto winter. But that's what happens sometimes in the crypto world. It'll all recover, guys, at some point. And one other thing in the news really quick before we keep going. Twitter brings Hexagon versus Circle now. So now we got Hexagon versus Circle. I don't know if you heard about this, but basically you're able to connect your Ethereum wallet. MetaMask, I think, is all they do, and Ledger and some other ones. But nothing on Solana, nothing on Wax, nothing on Tezos yet. But you're able to import your NFT as your profile picked, and you pay like they have this Twitter Blue thing that's like $3 a month or something. You're able to do it. So that way people know that you have a legitimate picture, I guess, on there. But there's a lot of Twitter hate about it. So I don't know how this is all going to go. I don't know if you guys checked this out. Have you guys seen this yet?
Yeah, I've seen it today.
How do you guys think about this? What are your feelings on this?
Well, I think
the amount of people who are going to sign up for a Twitter Blue subscription is going to just jump up like crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to show off and flex, and now they can get validated for putting the proper NFTs that they actually own instead of copy paste.
Yep, exactly. And then they have the people that are against the right click savers. That seems to be the trending thing going on over on Twitter. But hopefully this will bring some happiness for some people. Hopefully they connect Wax and some other blockchains as well instead of just the Ethereum network. But we will see. We'll see what happens here shortly. But while we get going, I saw that CryptoPups popped in and he went away. Where'd he go? He walked away. We'll come back to him. Let's start off with Blockchain Odyssey. Blockchain Odyssey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Good. So I've been checking out these coming through the Twitter feed, these awesome, cool looking 3D kind of box characters. Tell me about what's going on.
Yeah, so I actually have a guy coming up soon in the next week. I haven't set a date yet. It's the third last guy in the series. It's taken a while to get the whole series out, but that's how it is. I actually got my first pack done recently as well. That'll be down below because the actual drop is closed. I sent
Okay.
I sent you like 6 packs or something for giveaway. Yeah, it's there. Look, see the ended one.
This one right here.
Yeah, so basically what that was the first one. I have an artist on board now, and he's doing everything for me. And I had you could pull like 5 different cards within it. There was 3 full cards that you could get. So it was the same guy, LT Punk, 3 different options. But I'm going to start trying to bang out some packs over the next few months. That's kind of the main thing. There's going to be blends as well for it.
Nice.
Other than that, I sent you a link to the website that's upcoming. It's the 3D interactive one. I showed TC yesterday and Crackers as well.
Let me see it. Bring it up.
So yeah, it'll take a second to load in because it's still on a test net. But what I can do is I'll send you over the basically the controls. So it's like W, S, A, D, Q, E, and D.
Oh, nice. Oh, no way. That's super cool, man.
Basically, I'm going to have the ship, so the NFT ship, that's the box from the drops. That's going to be the ship that's going to be in there. It was just a bit fucked up with the, what's called the axis and the lighting and stuff that was in there.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, I just put the link in the YouTube chat. Whoa, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to fly around. Oh, now can you go into the planets or anything yet, or anything like that?
Yeah, not yet. So basically, it's just really early days. It's taken a lot longer than expected, but right now, step 1 is just going to be I'm going to offer like advertising for people. They can come in. There's going to be billboards that are floating around the world, and people can like put links to their drops and stuff up there. I'm also just going to have like hidden claim links around the place where people can come and claim. Like, and then the long-term goal is to have a token developed, and people can go to different planets and mine the token and stuff like that.
Love it. That's great, man. Great concept, man. I really like this. This is really cool.
Yeah, still early days, but look, it's as I said, it's taking a bit longer than expected, but we'll get there. I'm nearly a year at this now, so slowly growing every day.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And how many are you still working with the same artist that you started with? The same guy that did the original ones?
Yeah, so I actually have another guy who's developing the site, but the 3D artist who's doing the boxes is going to put the other, like, he's going to put the finalizing touches on it as well. Other stuff that's coming up as well. I have a Tron project coming up and an Ethereum project coming up. I shared the links with you there as well. So they're going to be like PFP generative projects with utilities backed behind them.
Very nice. Very nice. Whoa.
Very good.
Yeah, so the Tron one is actually backed by NFT, NFT Ape. So they're Tron as well. So I actually got backing from a creator fund to start that. Yes. With the Ethereum project, I kind of just went for it. Obviously, it's kind of 3D art as well. Which one is that? It's called Odyssey. Everything's going to be under the brand name Blockchain Odyssey. So
you have a link to that, to that one as well.
Yeah, if you check under the links I sent in the chat, they're all kind of meshed together. I sent them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
Yeah, I thought that was one big link. Is this it right here? The Anonymous Aliens Club. That's cool. That's
Anonymous Alien Clubs. Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
I'm gonna drop I'm gonna drop another video to that soon. I have some more cool stuff upcoming for this, but it's gonna be PFP.
How many are you guys gonna generate? What are you guys?
There's gonna be 5151, 5151, but first it's gonna be a pre-sale of 250. I'm gonna have a state-of-the-art NFT built for a whitelist. So essentially, what it's gonna be is people can purchase a cheap NFT, but a really high-quality NFT to be accessing the pre-sale.
Gotcha. This is super cool. And then this is the Tron one as well. Let me put that.
Yeah, this is the Tron one. So this is actually backed by Tron DAO, NFTApe.org. I got into their creator fund and they've backed this. This is going to have a stakeability website where you can stake the actual aliens themselves and earn Tron essentially, or a Tron token is kind of what I was going to go for.
Cool.
Yeah, just simple graphics that I was doing up to try and get some promo going. I'm going to offer 1,000 for Series 1, 1,000 for Series 2, and then it's going to be 5,000 for Series 3. And we're just going to get going. They're just kind of the base characters,
That's my favorite.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's super cool, right? You got the Karma one. You got some good ones in here, man. This is great. And this is going to be released when was the date again? I'm sorry, on the drop.
I don't have a date set for this one yet, but it's going to be upcoming very soon, Series 1. I just have to confirm everything, smart contracts and all that crap that's going on in the background.
Very cool. Yeah, I put the links in the YouTube chat, guys, for you guys to check out for both of these. So go ahead and check those projects out as well and follow them, give them a like. And so that's super cool, man. So do you have any more packs planned for Wax?
Yeah, so I actually have the artist drawn up another one. It's going to be like a big sumo dude squishing an alien head, and it's going to have 3 cards as well with 3 different animations. But I'm going to continue to do like the 5 different picks. So if someone gets a lucky ticket, they'll be able to get one of the 3D box toys. I'm also developing blends, so people will be able to blend like 10 different of the cards that they get in the packs for the actual character. So there was problems with the lighting and stuff as well. So it's just I'm trying to get people on full time now, and it's just up in the air. But I'm slowly getting there. The ball is always rolling a little bit.
We're on the right track, man. This stuff looks amazing. All your stuff has been looking great since I've seen it, come out. And are you planning now? Is the artist also located in UK, or is he located somewhere else?
I have an artist located in Uruguay, and I have an artist located in Pakistan as well.
God, nice. Very cool, man. Well, cool, man. I'm glad to hear all this stuff is happening, man. I'm looking out for the next drops coming out too, and definitely come back on when those drops happen, man. So that maybe we could do it.
Yeah, of course. The next drop hopefully will be within the next week or two. It's going to be another box toy. It's the hippie guy. I can send you a picture of that if.
Yeah. Send it on over. I'll pop it up there. Is that the one that I had on the thumbnail? I think that might have been the one I had on the thumbnail. Is he
I'm not sure. It's
maybe no. I don't think I had the right one. Maybe send it over because I don't think I've seen that one. That's the one I was thinking about.
I'll be able to send it in here. I'll send it to you on Twitter if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Just give me 2 seconds there, and I'll send it straight over.
Yeah.
But everything is moving. I've kind of a lot going on with the other projects, but Wax is always going to be the first baby, so that's always going to be everything. The other projects, I'm hoping to just get a bit more traction so I can fund everything. Fund the pipe dream is what I keep saying to myself.
Exactly. I think we're all in that boat, man, right? Like that's the way to do it, man. You got to just keep pumping along and putting it back in and keep on growing and hope everything keeps moving forward. And so is a good thing, man. That's great, man. This is super cool. Yeah, send me over that stuff, and I'll put it up when I pop it over. I'm going to go check out, and I want to talk to Cogs really quick because
man, cool.
I wanted to see what is going on with you guys. You guys are OG, man. I mean, when I first got into Wax, this is one of the first things I saw was Cogs, which was super cool. And you guys are still just kicking it. And now you're doing some new stake. Is it a new staking system that you guys are putting in?
Yeah, we just ended a last staking window. We gave about almost more than 4 million RFOX away for people who've been collecting our tubes.
Nice.
So we started the first edition launch in about 2020, late 2020, and now we're up to the 3rd edition right now. We also have a special edition, which includes Marvel characters with one of our partnerships with NFT M.O.R.B.S. Nice. These days, we're focusing on the utility of those cogs and the tubes. So we just launched our open beta for our first game, Slam. So folks can actually see their cogs in a game. And then we have about 5 or 6 games planned this year that use those cogs across all the different games, so the utilities will be different. So the whole thing about cogs are keys to other games, right? So our focus is interoperability. Yeah. So what you buy today for one game may have a different utility case in another game as well. So this is our core focus for the year. We've been expanding in Southeast Asia, and we're going further beyond Southeast Asia in the next 2 months or 3 months or so.
Wow, that's amazing, man. And so like the new Slam game is available through Android only, correct? It's only through the Google Play, correct?
At the moment, yes. Yeah, but Apple has we've been progressing with our release with Apple because they want to make sure that the privacy of those accounts that the users are setting up is properly handled. I think we should be close to having a release on iOS as well. We want everybody to be able to enjoy Cogs.
Yeah, I mean it's a great game. I saw the Slam. I was playing a little bit on my Android. I only got a second to play. I have my Android's like an old tablet because I have an iOS. But the game's awesome, man. I mean, it looks super fun and interactive, and I think you guys are really going to hit a good amount of people with that. And this is play to earn as well. So how does the earning work, and how do all these?
When a user downloads the game, they don't have to actually buy NFT collection to start. They can actually grind for daily rewards. Those daily rewards gives you access to the arena where you can win more NFTs and coins that you can convert to RFOX as well. So it is a very small faucet to allow people to actually participate in play to earn. But the bigger prizes are in the arena and tournament modes that we're going to release later in the future. Those who basically participate in tournaments can win prizes, and those who actually have tubes can basically earn passive income from people who are going into those tournaments as well. We release more information later when the system is tested and ready to be released.
Great, that's awesome. I wanted to play this video really quick so people can get a little bit of a taste of what it looks like and everything. Awesome. Super cool, man.
Killing it.
That is awesome. So who does the artwork with this? How big's the team? What is the team like for Cogs?
So when we started the first edition release 2 years ago, majority of the artists were from the community. And when we went into the second edition, it was a hybrid between the existing community members who participated in the first edition and a bunch of artists that reached out to us and said that they wanted to participate in our second edition as well.
Nice.
The third edition is a combination of all the first and second ones, but with some graphic design studios that are involved. So a lot of these graphic design studios are based in the Philippines, but they also manage individual artists. So we actually hired an art director that used to work for Marvel and DC and a few other different comic brands that was tasked to be the art director so that the art would be curated properly. I think there's a lot of talent out there, but in terms of managing the art, I think it was necessary for us to get someone who has a very good eye for making sure that the pixels are all in the right place, right? So we will always intend to make the art better and better. But it's also nice to see the people from the first edition also improve their artwork and then get input from the art director so that they can refine the art. And majority of the artists that we work with actually are also participating in other projects as well, which is a good sign. Because they're growing their talent and their expertise, specifically for NFTs.
Definitely. And are you guys located in the Philippines? If I'm correct?
So we are all over the world. Our parent company is based in Vietnam. I'm Singaporean, but I'm based in Manila. We have quite a big team in Manila as well. But in terms of artists, geographically, they're all over the world. We don't turn away anyone from any country, and we've gotten people as far as the Middle East, further south, India, Southeast Asia. It's from all over the world.
Right. That's awesome. This is so cool, man. And so now the staking system, how is that working? What changed up? What's going to happen on this new staking round?
So the first few staking windows that we did were for editions. So this new staking window that has come up is focused entirely on special editions, as well as Cogs that you can earn in the game. There will be a utility case for all the Cogs that are in the ecosystem to get some form of passive income in the near future. Nice. But the reason why we allow staking is because we are putting back whatever we earn from the ecosystem back into the community, so that people can see that we are putting back what we make, and this incentivizes the community to grow. Some people basically just give tubes to their friends so that they also can participate in the staking windows as well.
Nice. And
so I gotta learn from you, man.
Go ahead, TC.
Learn from you.
I said that was my very first NFT I ever bought was the Cog.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
That's really cool. And TC loves staking, so I'm sure he might start looking at this again. This looks.
I've already bookmarked the site. I'm gonna definitely take it.
All right, great. Yeah, and so tell me about these tubes. So instead of calling them tubes, they're called tubes. How did it get the name? And tell me about them. Like what makes them special for this?
So tubes basically are a completed set of either the borders of a certain design or all the designs that share the same borders, right? So when you fill up a tube, you essentially own a completed collection.
Gotcha.
So what we do with the tubes is we allow people to actually, number one, stake them in the near future. If you want to enter a tournament, you require a tube. So people without a tube will require to buy them or trade them with on the marketplace on Wax.
Yeah.
So if we release a new game and it's a brawler game, if you have a tube, then you get certain stats boosts. So that becomes advantageous for people who bought it back in the day, because they can see their tubes being used for 4 or 5 games at the same time, and then the utility case is clear. We are constantly exploring utility cases, so it can come to a point where if you want to go into our metaverse, which we are going to release this year, you need a tube to be able to enter the building. Gotcha. So somebody with a completed tube basically can choose to either to hold them for passive rewards or sell them to somebody who needs them to trade, potentially for a metaverse wearable, right? If you want a hoverboard, you need to be able to trade this tube into a hoverboard. So we have quite a lot of potential use cases, simply because we're not just one gaming company, we're a group of ventures underneath RFox. So we can move the utility cases around all those different ventures.
Wow, that's awesome, man. And how many games are you guys planning to release over the next year? What are you guys thinking?
This year alone, I think minimum 4. We're working with multiple studios at the same time. They all look at us and then they see the potential, because we have the community, we have the NFTs,
Yeah.
A very simple case of utility would be, like I mentioned just now, to give a boost to your character while you're playing an RPG game, for example. So it will look very different from what the first game will look like, because those are just cogs, right? So but when you move it to another game, it will function differently. So somebody may not be interested in cogs, but they want to play an RPG game and they want a stat boost, so they will buy a tube off the market and put it into their account.
Gotcha.
This is our roadmap for 2022.
That's super cool. And then, like you said, you'll be able to buy wearables, possibly weapons or something in the game. That's super cool. I love it. And then the actual coin that you guys are using, what is the coin?
We use RFox, but we have
RFox.
RFox on Wax as well. So a lot of the people who are doing play to earn right now, they're getting the RFox in Wax. If they want to cash out RFox on Wax, they can go to Alcor. But we are coming up with a sale that's coming up pretty soon that allows you to be able to use what you earn in the game to be able to purchase more packs if you wanted to as well.
Gotcha.
Oh, cool.
Super cool. Wow, it's just amazing. I mean, it's just this, for all the projects that you see out there, this is like, you guys have been doing it so pro since day one. It just looks so nice, and it's good for the Wax community. I think this is one of the things that helps kind of Wax kind of stand out a little bit too.
How many apps do you know of that are on mobile? Like, there's not many.
No.
So you're probably one of the first that actually are on Android and then Apple. That to me is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being an early adopter has its pros and cons, right? You have to pass through the hurdles, but I think we're making a path for more and more games to come into those app stores, while adhering to their requirements, because it will be tricky for us. Like, for example, Apple, we've been delayed for like a couple of months now, simply because they want to make sure we handle the customer data as much as we can according to their requirements. Android obviously is a bit easier because they're more flexible on how we manage accounts. But Apple, I think, if we break that barrier that Apple has been put into place, we would be able to roll out a lot more games quickly, because we know what they want, and even them, they don't know exactly what they need to put into place yet. So it's a learning experience for both companies right now.
Will the game be free on mobile, or do you have to? You'll have to buy it?
We don't want to charge people to download and play
excellent.
the game. Most of the games that we will release this year is free to play, but the play to earn component might be skewed towards people who actually own tubes. So if you want to earn in those later games or future games that we release, you need to own at least a tube so that you see the benefits of the play to earn. It could be a boost into your multiplier of earnings. For example, if you're a free player without anything, your income could be 0.5. But then if you have a tube, it's times 1. If you have a even rarer tube, it could be 1.5 or 2 times the earnings. So there's a huge benefit to owning tubes. Yep.
Brilliant.
I gotta start taking some notes, man. I gotta start taking notes.
Yeah. These are the type of guys you want to talk to.
100%.
Exactly.
Well, we had to learn from scratch, right? There was no rule book or guide on how to actually manage play to earn, and we are in a segment which is free to play to earn. A lot of the play to earn games require you to have $1,000, $2,000 upfront. Ours is more related to, because we are geographically located in Southeast Asia, and COVID has hit a lot of these countries really bad, so people are looking for income. Axie Infinity has paved the way for play to earn, but it's still not a free to play game. Yeah. So if you really want to bring more people in, you need a free-to-play game that brings them in, teaches them what blockchain is and how you manage wallets and stuff like that. And then after that, bring them over to different elements of DeFi as well once you have those tokens in your hand.
Yeah, I think that's the smartest way to go about it. It's just like get that easy mass adoption to come in, so that way they kind of like learn nice and easily, and then the next thing they know, they're in the game. And then they're more into the crypto, then they kind of just fall more into.
And I think more people in the world use mobile than anything.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, for us, if you're in a developed country, you probably grew up with your first computer or your first laptop. That's the first time you ever touched the internet, right? But for this generation, in a lot of the different countries, their first interaction with the internet has been a $50 or $100 smartphone.
Yeah,
and we have to conform our product and services to accommodate this target market, which is massive, right? So we want to make those games easy to play, relatively low spec and doesn't need a very fast connection. So Cogs is one of the first games that I think accommodates this. The later games will basically be all the same. I do believe that the biggest growth sector in terms of blockchain adoption will be in Southeast Asia or Asia as a whole, because there's a huge market there that is untapped, and they're all if you go onto our mandate, which is digital and financial adoption, this is the best place to start.
Right. Yeah, and now you said that you've been hopping through some hurdles. We had Stratton Studios on here a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about the same thing, that you run into some hurdles as far as like, especially using the blockchain, kind of attaching it or something. So it's good to know that you guys are moving past that and you're kind of working with Apple. I know that Apple seems to be the hardest one to kind of jump over that hurdle, but I think that, once you get that, that's going to be a pretty big adoption.
It'll be huge.
Well.
It'll
It's a huge market. Yeah.
I'll be playing it for sure.
Yeah, I will too, man. I will too. Yeah. How is it? Oh, here's a question. There it is. From the Prankster. How can I become a Cogs artist?
Drop us a message on Twitter or Discord. Join our Discord. Talk to some of our moderators. We have a process in which we vet the artist through one of our art directors. We actually want to support as many artists as possible, because I think there's a lot of talent. Yeah, a lot of talent out there. We can't accommodate everyone, because sometimes we have to give tips on them how to improve their artwork before we can accommodate them. Sure. But yes, we've been getting quite a bit of people coming over and saying that I wanna participate in your next edition or NFT sale.
Now I have a question about this Cogs Mint Lab. Okay, so I saw this pop up. So explain how this is working. And now I don't think you can obviously use Wax. I'm thinking this is only for ETH, or how does that work?
So this is a brainchild of our chairman, Ben Fairbank, right? So what happened was that a lot of these projects like B.O.R.D. didn't have a game or utility case. It was just profile pictures.
Right.
The utility case was focused on access levels or exclusivity. So if you see the previous New York conference they had, B.O.R.D. if you had a B.O.R.D, you were treated like a VIP, right? A lot of people basically own B.O.R.D, and they're not able to fly or go to those kind of parties. It's nice to know that you own a collection with Steph Curry, but what does that do for me? So what we did was we allow people to actually mint their B.O.R.D into Cogs.
Nice.
So what will happen is that you connect your wallet, you pay a fee of about 0.1 ETH, and then you can mint 5 Cogs with your B.O.R.D picture, and you can sell them on auction or be able to see them in the game. In the near future, what will happen is that this Mint Labs Cogs will be used as a whitelisting asset into other future projects for launching. So if you own one of these guys, you'll be automatically whitelisted into those projects as well.
And is this only for Bored Ape? I just wanted to confirm that that's the only collection that this works with.
At this point, yes. But we have, I think, about 5 or 6 projects down already locked in that actually say, cool, this is a cool thing that I think we can work together with. And for example, if Hate.Beast agrees to do this, then you can actually see Hate.Beast in the game, and also be using those Cogs as a whitelisting for other NFT drops that other partners are doing as well.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so go head on over there. If you own a Bored Ape, go make a cog out of your Bored Ape. That would be really cool. Actually, Sebastian, if Sebastian's in here, well, I got to tell Sebastian from the Digital Asset, he has a bunch of Bored Ape Club things in his gallery in Uplift. And so that would be a good place to connect you guys to. I'm sure a lot of those guys would probably love to have their own cog. So you should connect
for sure.
Those two, that'd be cool.
You'll have to have a Cog Ape gallery now.
Exactly. Exactly. With a link and to go play the COG game, man. Do the whole thing. That's super cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool. So when is going to be the next drop? Are there any major drops we should know about? Any kind of packs or anything?
Well, I believe we will announce it this quarter, but we just want to make sure that we give a fair allocation to people who own Cogs as well.
Sure.
So if you own not only if you own one of those Bored Apes Cogs, we also want to allow people who own Tubes, OGs who bought our first edition as well. So we need to allocate all those slots properly. If they give us 2,000 slots, then we have to divvy it up to our community properly and fairly as well.
And see, this is just dropping knowledge, because it's nice to hear stuff from a more established, project that's been going for so long. I mean, you guys have been doing this when did you guys start doing this originally? When was the first release from Cogs? When
I think it was October 2020. So we grew our team from about 3 people to almost 15 people within the span of a year, and then we're looking at expanding our team about maybe to 40 people this year as well, because the amount of community management is actually very important in this space, because there's a lot of hand holding, right? You can give a lot of guides and stuff like that, but most of them won't read. So we actually need community moderators to teach them, look, this is how you do it, and it has to be done in a localized fashion. So you can't give English guides to someone in Indonesia because they might not understand. They prefer it to be done in their local language, which is Bahasa. The same goes for the rest of the countries in Southeast Asia. But I think the core focus for us is to release as many games in different genres as possible, and then use those tubes that you collect into all those different games. So interoperability is the thing that we're driving at this year very, very aggressively. And it doesn't just mean that we will only work with Cogs in our ecosystem. We might work with projects like Bored or Hate Beast and all these other projects that potentially want to bring their art into our ecosystem. So it could be a boost, it could be an in-game character, it could be a weapon. All this we're open to it, as long as we're clear on how we clarify the utility case for that.
Sure. Awesome. It's just super cool. All I know is now I got to go buy like a better Android phone so I can play the game. Get in there and start playing it.
Hopefully iOS will be okay with us, and they're comfortable soon, so that we can release it. We've given them about 20 different builds so far, and it keeps improving over time. But I believe we're close. I know a lot of our iOS people are disappointed they haven't been able to get in on the action. I think up to now we have about 3 million games played so far. Our user base is more than 20,000 people, and we haven't done any marketing yet, because we don't want to fully launch it until iOS is ready. But even organic marketing within our community, we've seen the numbers.
You're doing great with that. And would you say Discord is the best place to kind of connect?
Discord. For a lot of the people in Southeast Asia, I think we have a Facebook page as well, for Cogs.gg. But Discord is a lot more informal, right? So the people who are there since the start basically have been sharing information very generously. So if you're new and you're polite and nice and ask questions constructively and answer them constructively as well, sometimes our OGs donate Cogs to them so that they can get started without even buying anything. So they get a feel of it, right? So maybe for us, $10 isn't a problem, but for some of these other countries, they have $10, but it's not easy for them to use it to pay for things like this. So a lot of help has been extended. Our community is one of the best that I've ever seen in the gaming sphere.
Now, if you guys get on iOS, would you guys be the first Wax game on iOS?
Yeah, they totally
potentially, yes,
That's major, man. That's a milestone.
We're trying to pave the way for other Wax games as well, because I believe this is the next. I mean, I come from the gaming industry. I used to work for a lot of companies. I launched StarCraft 2 in Southeast Asia as well, so I worked with big brands. And the thing is, the next wave of gamers are not going to be at that top level of content, right? They're going to come in at a point where they start off with casual games. But casual games are the best way to introduce NFTs and crypto. Because you want to make a game simple, easy to play, and then reward you with NFTs that basically they will see the value of holding it or trading it on our marketplace. Our objective this year is to raise our secondary volume as much as possible, because there's so many activities that require you to purchase or trade Cogs. So that's the core focus for our team this year.
Wow. You guys got it going on, man. This sounds great, man. I'm glad that you guys came on the show and shared all this information with us. It's like I've been following you guys for a while. It's nice to actually hear from one of the guys from the company. So it's great.
Whatever we learn, we are happy to share, because we learn from other companies as well. It's been a challenge for us to get to where we are today, but we've gotten here because of help from other projects, from other advisors, from other companies that are in the same space as well, and we trade learnings, right? So that's the only way to make this ecosystem strong, is to build a foundation of companies that are very, very helpful to each other. We don't need to compete all the time. I mean, we are in the same space, and there's plenty of people that will be coming in
absolutely.
soon.
Totally.
I was going to say, there's a big ocean out there. I mean, there's plenty of room. Everyone's so early. There's plenty of room here for everybody to have space to grow. So that's great. That's great. They have that kind of attitude as well. It's good. That's one thing I also like about it seems from the wax community, it seems people wait. Even a lot of the NFT communities really, they're willing to share and help each other to kind of get to the next level, which is just good. It's just I like seeing that, you know. So yes. So, you know, let me get to one of these giveaways really quick, because I think some of the people in the YouTube chat probably are wondering, am I going to win something? So if you haven't already, put in $M.O.R.B.S into the YouTube chat, guys, and you automatically will be entered. I'm going to draw it. We have 10 entries right now. This will be for 100 M.O.R.B.S coins, and you can trade those on the Alcor exchange, hodl them, or do what you want with them. They will have a use case coming soon. So, good times with Mello.
Yay!
Mello,
that's the first time, Mo?
That's the first time we got it. Yeah, so I think we got.
Yeah, it's the first time I won.
So we got 100, but since he's here on the panel, I'm going to draw another 100 M.O.R.B.S giveaway. So here we go again. Let's see who's winning this.
Just give mine away. No big deal.
No, it's okay. No, you're getting it. You're getting it. I like to just hand them out, man. I want people to have the M.O.R.B.S coin. I won this time.
Right.
So cool.
That is so fact.
Again.
You know, I'm telling you, I'm going to do it again. I don't need the M.O.R.B.S coin because I made it. So let me let me see if I can get one of somebody else. Let's go. Come on.
Crackers.
Brian C. Bell, there you go.
There
You got another 100 M.O.R.B.S token coming to you. So
your coin's doing so well on the market.
It's doing okay, man. It's holding, which is nice.
I'm
you know,
so impressed. Yeah.
I'm hoping it stays like that. You know, there's lots coming down the road, and now after even talking, you know, to Cogs, you know, makes the brain even move even more. You know, so it's great. You know,
you developed the token yourself.
Yeah, it's the M.O.R.B.S token. So my project's called M.O.R.B.S. It's Mutant Organic Robots Buying Shit. You can go check it out. It's an AR enabled project. I'm creating a kind of a little bit of a metaverse thing. If you haven't been to the Waxapalooza or the Waxmas or the Waxaween events we had, go check them out. You can go to artdrop.app and you can walk around the metaverse in there and check out the art galleries and stuff. But we're building stuff too. We're doing our games too. Everyone's kind of doing the game thing, you know, but you know, talking to Cogs, these guys are next level game stuff. You know, so they're next level. So we're just sitting here, just like idling, like going, like, oh, thank you so much for sharing your information. You know, like, wow, that's so great. You know,
it just takes time, right? So as you talk to more people and then you expand your utility cases.
Yep.
We've been around for more than 2 years, so
yeah,
it wasn't an overnight success like some of the other companies who launched. Ours is more of growing the base properly and making sure the foundation is right, so the next time when we launch games, it's a lot easier and faster as well.
Yeah, well, which I think is great. You know, I think you're doing it the right way. You know, especially since all this is new. You know, it's like all this NFT stuff is really still new, so it's like I think it's better to kind of move with a little pace instead of just rushing it out. You know, so. Yeah, and I've noticed that too. You know, even on the regular collections out there, you know, you get these pump and dumps that happen, and it's a shame to see. You know, and it's like, you know, see a project doing really well one week and then it's dumped, and it's like, what happened? You know, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But anyway, thank you very much for sharing that information, Feds. I really appreciate you coming on, and you'll have to come back on anytime, and you're welcome. You know, to share anything you got coming as far as drops or anything, and Hopefully we might be able to get you guys to be part of our next event too. I think we're doing something for St. Patrick's Day for Wax. Maybe we can get you a whole little booth so that way you can kind of show off the game, and maybe people have direct links to play it and stuff. So I'll reach out to you if you want to do that. Yeah, it'd be cool. And so we also have over here Lucifer from CryptoPups. Hello, Lucifer.
Hey, man.
How you doing, man? Thank you for coming on the show, man. So the CryptoPups, what have you guys been up to?
So it's mostly, you know, like I've been hustling alone. Like it's a solo project. I started this, you know, 1 year back, and I still remember talking with crackers and stuff for the first interview and stuff. So it started when when I was browsing YouTube, and I was just in college back then, and that was a big first going about CryptoPunks, right? So CryptoPunks was just pixel art, you know, generative art. So I thought, why not do it ourselves? So I chose puppies, and Wax was comparatively, you know, easy to get into. It was, you know, comparatively new to the market, and I thought, why not jump into wax? And I found Atomic Hub, and that's how this whole journey started. I wanted, each real world breed to be out there, and slowly it started becoming like a game. And now we just released staking, and we're going to be releasing the website where you
Oh,
will
that's
be able
great.
to
Oh, really?
stake these. Yeah, you'll be
TC.
able to stake these puppies for custom coins.
I have a few of his NFTs.
Oh, that's great. Cool. And when is that going to launch? You said.
That's so cool.
When is this
Like
staking?
we'll be launching it within 1 week or so. Like
Awesome.
the mainnet will be launching. We're just testing it out. Like the token's name is Kasu, so you'll be able to earn Kasu coins, and using that you'll be able to breed. And you also have a game coming up. The game will be mostly like Zedrun. You watch horse races, right? So you get
Yes.
to bet, and at the same time you might be able to play with the horse too. So it's
Nice.
kind of similar with these puppies. So you get to choose the puppies you want to race with. It's kind of a 2D platformer,
Cool.
and around 50 to 100 people will be able to watch it.
Oh,
The
very
people
cool.
who are watching it, they can bet on it,
Oh,
and
really?
the people
Like
who are racing
that's
it,
cool.
they'll get the like. So
Very
that's
cool.
what we've planned, and we're working
like
on it right now. And there's IRL products like you see the 3D Dalmatian packs,
Yeah.
the 3D packs. Once you like blend it all the way up to crystal, you can redeem it for physical toy collectible. Like we 3D
really?
printed and we shipped it all over world.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. I did not know that.
I've been doing all that. Yeah, not so good at marketing stuff. I'm just trying to learn it myself, and I'm trying to like include more people in the team. Like I've been working all alone all this time, the 3D printing, the 3D designing, modeling,
Right.
website designing,
Right.
everything. So it's kind of been hectic lately, and I'm still studying in college. So
It's a full
everything's
plate,
coming,
man.
Busy,
Man,
busy
that-
enough.
I think all of us can relate to the one man show feeling, man. It's I think all of us are constantly in a juggle, like going like, how there's just so much to do, and I'm only one person. Like, how does this, how do you do it? So it's
yeah,
it's
and
good.
I
Literally gotta write it
didn't
out.
know
Yeah.
English. Yeah, I was
Well-
so weak in English when I came into wax, like atmosphere back in 1 year. Like I started to learn English and to speak in it after coming here, and a lot of people
In 1
have been
year?
really
I was just going to say, you sound
Oh
great.
my God, your English is perfect.
Like, you sound fantastic, man,
thanks
for
for
a year
that.
speaking. That's great.
Oh my
man.
God, just
Yeah.
1 year? That's
Like,
amazing.
really
Your
thanks
English
about
is
that.
great.
I would have never thought that.
Oh,
I
I-
thought, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. And where you
Yeah,
located?
when I first came into wax, I didn't know like a lot of English. I was so pathetic at it.
where are
really
you
good.
located, Lucifer? Where are you located at?
I'm from India. I'm from India.
From India. Very nice. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome, man. That's great. And so, like,
that's what we were doing.
and so, are you guys going to be
Yeah.
doing pack release? Are these are the ones that are available right now? If you guys go to, I think I put the link in the YouTube chat. Go check out their Nifty box, guys. They have some packs available, and you can get them. And I'm assuming all these will be available for the staking rewards, correct?
Yeah, every other pop, like except the blends,
Except
every
for blends,
pop
right?
will be stakeable.
Very
Except the
nice.
blends. So we have a small thing called blending that you can use to power up your puppies. Like take for example, there's a good pup with a
Yeah.
halo on top of it. So
Yeah.
if you blend wings with it, it becomes an angel.
That's
And if
cool.
you put in fairy dust, it becomes a fairy. So
Nice.
there's a lot of stuff going on. So maybe if you're planning to create a game based on that, we can manage to create more, like beautiful story
Right.
also.
That's awesome, man. That's
That's what
great.
we've been working on.
Very
Fair play,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Very cool. It's good to hear that, man. And so, and I'm sure what is it morning over there for both of you guys? Fads, is it morning time over there?
It's
Yeah,
9 a.m.
it's around
here,
6:30 a.m.
Oh, for 6:30.
Wow,
You're up
really?
really early. Yeah. One thing I love about this space is just talking to everyone around the world and just like going like, wow, man, like how do we all even connect? Like it's just such a crazy world we live in nowadays. It's
Yeah,
nuts,
totally.
so,
Somebody's genius idea of creating, this platform
yeah,
or others like it.
exactly. And so, hey, Mello, what have you been doing, man? Now you've been up to some stuff. Now you lost your iPad for us. So Mello's a
did.
great artist, and
I
I got it back, and I've been down a rabbit hole for. Shit. Hang on, I actually texted TC the day I got it. I sent him a picture of the package. I was like, it's here. And I was like, and I told TC, I was like, so I'm going to let you know when my package gets here, but just know the next 48 hours, or more, I'm going dark. And I
you
did. I did. I went dark for about a week, almost
Oh
a
my
week,
God.
give or take. On January 11th, I got it, and I've been just putting out artwork
Cracking.
nonstop because
Yeah.
I have all
Yeah.
these ideas in my head, and I wanted to do an NFT for Christmas. Couldn't put it out, but I still made one anyway. And then what's called just did the interview with Crackers over 2 days.
Nice.
About
and-
time.
About
Yeah,
time,
I
Crack.
know.
Where's Crackers at? Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Well,
We
remember,
lost him.
Crackers had he has a kid. He's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Plus, he's half shot in the ass right now by being up this time. So, but yeah, I did that, and then I just I just put out my first drop today. For
Do you have the link for that?
first NFT for the year.
Do you have the link?
Yeah, I did.
Mello?
It's in the I put it in the private chat.
Let me go there. Find it. Mello, there it is. All right, let's bring that
And
up.
actually, just been doing a lot of reading lately. I've been learning French and Italian.
Oh,
So-
nice, man. Are you planning a trip to Italy and
Yeah.
France?
I was actually supposed to go this past November and I wound up getting COVID the end of middle of September, and you have to wait 90 days before you can get the vaccine. So
Did you not get like a recovery certificate? No, that's what they give you over in Ireland. If you get COVID, when you recover, you get like a recovery cert and you can travel. For
no,
6 months.
no. I wish.
I think if you recover from COVID, you're actually more special than the people who got with the vaccine. That's how a lot of countries.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So think of me, man. I got the triple boost and COVID, man. I'm like Superman
Wow.
at this point. I'm like,
Superman,
Jesus.
Never going to get sick again, man.
like ever, man. Like I might mutate at any moment. The brindlefly will start to come out. So it's crazy.
You should make a recovered COVID NFT.
I should.
Oh,
I survived.
man.
We should have I survived COVID NFT. That's what I should do.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah. So anyway, go pick up this this new drop from Mello. Elevate yourself. Yet another amazing graphic from from Mello. And we're going to be doing actually a collab surfboard like that surfboard that we saw earlier. Let me find that as well. So come on, something stuck here. There we go. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, sorry about that. Rewind the show on the playback, and you'll be able to see what we're talking about. But anyway, we're doing a collab on a something as well. And then you guys have been building like crazy in Uplift. So what's going on in Uplift, man?
Well, believe it or not, we actually took a break.
Really?
Like I'm finished up on all builds other than Thune. And then like talking with you the other day.
Yeah.
Strategizing that out. That's literally like the last one I'm doing, and I'm kind of pushing back a little bit on that so I can pursue my artwork again.
Nice.
Yeah, totally.
Because I've just been, learning little techniques with drawing and whatnot, and just trying to push the bounds on that. So I'm that's what I'm trying to do right now. I mean,
nice.
we put the time in, over the last 6 months doing this.
Yeah.
So like,
if
somebody wants to hit us up, they'll hit us up.
Yeah, man.
And,
I explain this. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So this was supposed to be 5 seconds to boom, and where we were going to start recording stuff. So when I first got into this, into the game, this was actually the second plot I built on. This was a water plot, and I just started lining it up with dynamite, and then we started recording the explosions of the buildings, and it was pretty cool. So we were gonna do a thing of that, and when people joined our channel, once we hit X amount of people, every time we build something, and then we just blow it up for fun. You know what I mean?
It's so good, man. I love the. There's some videos I know. I think TC and you doing that, which is super cool, man. And then this is this? Did you guys work on this gallery as well?
Mel, isn't this the one that you did for him?
No. That goes to his plot, which is next to my Tree of Life one.
Gotcha.
This is the one he built.
But this is connected into the portal loop, though.
Oh,
So,
nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to do
and
that
I
next
was
time.
just
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I actually just went there for the first time today, and as well as the mountain biker who owns the mall gallery. Yeah, this is the one I was working on yesterday.
Nice. And this
Get
is the
him.
Thune. This is the Thune.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should-
and like
you
right
should-
above it is like a railroad track that I made, and then the railroad track is actually an aquarium also.
Nice.
I had a few beers that night.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, but no, I went over to Royal Dex's
Right.
plot earlier. Yeah, this is another one I did.
This is
That's
one
it,
of
man.
the.
I was going down
this
the
is great.
rabbit hole.
These
Like
are
so
great.
many, and I was literally watching this. I was like, you know what? Let me just do something for this.
Yeah.
That's class,
So,
man.
and I did.
Oh no way! This was great, man. I didn't see this one. This was cool, man. That's awesome.
That's class as well, yeah, man. You're doing
love
everything on your iPad, right?
Yeah.
That's class, man.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool stuff.
Yeah, man. That's
Thank you.
solid.
Thank you.
Solid, man.
You know,
that's
it's
very cool.
it was funny because I started using paper when I didn't have my iPad, and then
Yeah.
I literally got pissed off because every time I would have to erase something, I would see the lines from where it used to be, and like no matter what I did, I would take a picture of it, you still see where like the original lines were. I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm just waiting till my iPad gets here.
Right.
So, and then the day I got it, I put
I'm
this
back,
out.
baby. I'm back, baby.
Oh
Mhm.
man. Yeah, Procreate treats you nicely, man. You get spoiled with Procreate, man. That
Oh,
undoes.
dude, do I?
Fantastic.
And you want to know
dude.
what? That's okay because it's like with what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't want to do anything. It's like it was literally going from a Honda Civic
Yeah.
to a Lamborghini back to the Honda
Yeah.
Civic. You know what I mean?
Right, totally.
So, and oh yeah, this was hilarious. You should actually turn the volume up for this one.
Oh, okay. Wait 1 second. Let me. Wait. I gotta reshare the screen because this software you have to like share it a certain way. 1 second. You have to like share the tab, the Chrome tab instead. So we'll check it out. 1 second. There we go.
I honestly, that's kind of like my trigger.
It's
where
up to you.
I just beasted. Oh, fuck you!
And I didn't even know he was recording this.
So, what car do you want to build it? And don't say it's up to you, because I honestly, that's kind of like my trigger.
It's
where
up to you.
I just beasted. Oh, fuck you!
Mellow.
Because like one of the things is like people like ask me to build for them all the time, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things I don't like is nobody has an idea. So they're like, oh, just go ahead and you build it. Like,
Right.
no, like you're paying me to build something for you. Then like have an idea. Give me something. I'll just like just swing it. Like, no.
Just swing for
But
the
then it's
fences,
like,
and
then I
then as
gotta-
soon as you put it up, they're like, that's not totally what I was thinking. And you're like, oh,
Exactly.
kill you! I'll just murder you right now.
You got the creative
3
mind.
times I've had to do that already.
Classic.
Like I've
Yeah.
had to destroy it and then rebuild it.
Oh my
And I was
God.
just like, okay, like this is why
Yeah.
I asked for an idea, you know.
You're funny,
So,
man.
but that actually turned out pretty cool, and I got to put the pictures in for that plot this week. I
Nice,
I submitted the application for the install, and I'm just waiting on them.
nice.
So, and then that's hooked up to the portal loop as well. So,
And that portal loop is just awesome. I don't know why you guys don't make it. You guys got to make a map NFT of that, man. I'm telling you, people would buy that like crazy if they knew how to use it. So, if you don't know, they have in Uplift in their builds, they have all these portals that connect all over the server
plots.
world. Different plots all over the place. And if you haven't been in Uplift, it's quite massive. So to get from one end to the other,
Mhm.
it takes time. You know, like serious
8
amounts
minutes.
of time. Yeah.
I've already timed it 8 minutes to go from one side to the other.
And when you walk into this guy's Morpheus Matrix portal system, you'll instantly be like, why didn't I know about this right off the bat? Like, this is just so awesome because you can just walk one place and you're everywhere. You can get to every part of the map pretty quickly, you know, at least close to where your plot is. So they should be
Mhm.
using, you should be charging a service. You should tell Corey and those guys to put like a like a subway. You know, like when you come in, you put in a certain amount of uplifting goes in. You know, and you just get ticketed in so you can go through the portal system. Man, you should work that out, man. That thing would be so useful, man. So useful.
Mm-hmm.
But that's great, man. That's super.
But now
cool.
that they're supposedly working on portals that'll go to either map. So once
really?
that happens, that'll be
that'll be
You
awesome.
mentioned that, so it's like it's in the pipeline. Just
right.
a matter of when.
Because we got portals everywhere.
Now, when are they planning to connect it? Are they still planning to connect it to like other servers and like the main kind of part?
With all the maps?
Yeah, all the maps.
Like
Actually, I was listening to Corey today because we were talking about Minecraft on ETH.
Yeah.
And we could possibly be bridging to that.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
So you'll be able to go from a Wax Minecraft to an ETH Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Through probably a portal system.
Hey, why not? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, the bridging thing I think is going to be what's happening in 2022. Is there's going to be a lot of that bridging and the those machines that can change the tokens over and get the contracts working, the EVM systems and all that kind of stuff. I think
the plots on ETH for Minecraft are like 4 ETH now.
Oh, are you serious? God damn it! Really? Seriously? God,
that's what they were going for.
Man, I still kick myself on Sandbox, dude. I could have gotten so in early on Sandbox and didn't. And I kick myself.
We all did.
I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy.
Don't even dwell on it, man. I tell you, because I used to do stuff like that all the time, and just like, what if I did?
Yeah.
It keeps you up at night, or it just pisses you off, and then you go all day pissed off. It's just not worth it.
Oh, here you go. Raw Cards, Jose from Raw Cards says, "Put a portal on my land. Don't mind." He's another great one. We should connect with him. Connect the.
Has he got something in Genesis?
Is it in Genesis, Jose? Write to us in the comments. I'm not sure. He'll respond here in a second. He might have it in.
Yeah, I'll go halves on a portal, which we'll put you in the top gallery.
What are they? What are they charging for the portals? What are they charging now? $1 million?
So cheap right now.
10.8 million for the because you got to install a portal and a picture. But I literally just bought 5 million uplifting the day, and I probably spent like $30.
Yeah, it's really cheap on them. Were you getting it on the secondary market? Is that where you're buying it?
Yeah.
Yeah, something that you guys haven't gotten on uplifting. You guys want to get in some metaverse land? Keep your eyes open on those secondary markets, man. Sometimes there's some serious lettuce hands that pop in there, man. You'll see some land go for super cheap, man. So definitely.
I know there's people that are holding. Oh, you're on London? Bet.
Yeah, I got places on London.
We have a mega store on London, so we can definitely hook it up to that.
There you go.
There you go.
And our portals go right to spawn as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Sandbox, Brian C. Bell, who was one of the winners earlier.
I knew somebody was going to say Snoop Dogg.
So Snoop Dogg, he's going to bring that mainstream in. You know, that's the thing, about Sandbox and getting these big rap stars and all these people coming in and building their lands. It's like they're going to get that mass adoption coming in. That's kind of what we all want.
Are right beside them as well. Yeah, exactly. You're on takeoff and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the only way to make a metaverse successful is the traffic, right? And just endorse this traffic. So
totally agree.
For metaverse space, I think we did a second land sale, and a lot of people started seeing the opportunity of owning land in a place like that because the agenda for metaverse is not only to sell land but also to partner to bring in the traffic. So if you're interoperable across all the different kinds of chains, somebody could come in and then somebody who owns a store could rent it out to, let's say, Kanye West if he wants to release a new pair of Yeezys. So that mindset has to be balanced out with not only giving out land but also bringing in people, because big brands actually want to see traffic. So that's the reason why I think a lot of projects are going to be successful because of these kind of partnerships. They don't really care about Snoop Dogg's music. They care about the fact that he has
they can bring that traffic.
Millions and millions of followers, right? So when you have a metaverse store, you buy the store knowing for a fact that there's going to be 100 million people coming in and moving around the store. You just don't want to own the store 100%. For the sake of owning the store. Yeah.
And like even Wax just announced, they got 11 million wallets made now, accounts made, 10 million. So I mean, just to hear that's nice, but to think of like someone like a Snoop Dogg who's like a platinum artist, and he could bring in millions of people that are going to now open up wallets and now start to like understand crypto. And this is also going to be a big year for crypto. If you haven't seen already on TV, there is just commercial after commercial of like crypto.com and all these other DeFi options and all this stuff popping up. So I think this year, I think is going to be the year where things start to even grow a little bit more. And now with COVID again and all this stuff, people being locked up at home and all this other stuff, I think it's going to just promote that. I know that we're a little bit of in a hibernation state, a bear market, as they would say. But I think that will change here in the next.
It's a perfect time to be buying.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Position yourself early.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, the reality is everybody here in this chat room is early, right?
Yep,
It's
exactly.
like when you talk about things like buying a token you think is too expensive because it's $10, imagine how that person might feel when it's 6 months or a year later when it's $6,000, right?
Yeah,
so it's happened to me so many times. I said,
remember,
it's too expensive
Bitcoin used to be $1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And CryptoPunks used to be free. Think of that, think of that, and those things are trading for millions of dollars, so it's just about waiting it out. Like that's what I say about Wax. It's like I look at Solana. Solana was what, $2-3 in July, and then it went up to like $240, I think at its high or something like that. And now, of course, it slammed back down to like $100, but it's okay. They'll recover. Everything.
It's just a cycle. It's just
exactly.
a cycle. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, and Wax is like it's just primed. I think they're just like 1 or 2 big releases, and then we're going to get the right mass adoption coming in, and people start understanding the coin, getting those wallets, and I think they're releasing that mobile version, right, of the wallet, right? I think they're working on it this year, and I think that's
really?
going to, I think they're working on like a mobile Wax wallet, and I think when that comes in, that's going to be even better too, because right now it's a little clunky still on the computer and all that kind of stuff. It'd be great if it's all just mobile based.
It's important to be on mobile.
It is.
That's when people want to trade, they don't want to necessarily be on the desktop, right? They want when they're going about their daily lives and they get a alert or notification on the app that somebody wants to buy the NFTs, it should be able to be done on the mobile phone instead of them waiting to come back and then looking at all the offers. So that customer experience, once it goes into mobile, the adoption will just boom, because it's a lot easier to sell something on a mobile app versus putting it on the web as a desktop app.
Most definitely.
It's like when you're like out and you're talking with people, are like, oh hey, what's your Twitter, your Instagram? Everyone's automatically
exactly.
Phone.
Yeah.
Now,
talking about that, I think it's gonna be when the hexagons start being your entry pass to all the different places in the world. It's a lot easier for you to show your Twitter hexagon to a place where they require you to own that NFT, right? So the verification is done by an external party, and for sure Twitter has already validated this person and verified that person who owns an NFT. So the next time when we have a physical event, and hopefully that will happen soon because we've not been interacting physically for so long. If you show your Twitter profile and there's a hexagon around the profile pic that is required, it's verification is already being done by somebody else. So I think it's going to hit that way. That is, I believe, the long-term plan for something like Twitter, verifying it on the behalf of other organizations that need it for verification.
Yeah, and then also Facebook and Instagram both will be introducing NFT minting actually through their platform. They they just announced that as well.
Instagram could be working on that. There's been news about it.
I mean, there's already been something called Clout Feed. I don't know if you guys remember Clout Feed. There was a coin called Clout that now turned into Dezos. The CEO, no disparaging things, but he did some kind of shady things. I think it kind of turned off a lot of people. But his concept was great.
Is this the guy that Kenny went after at one show?
No.
That was some guy claiming to be Satoshi.
Yeah. Exactly.
No. There was a guy like in Kenny's. Like I think it was like
I saw that feed and he was yelling at him.
And it was some guy named Clout. I wonder if it was the same guy.
Oh yeah, no. This guy, I can't remember. Okay. No, this guy, he was anonymous, and then he got all this funding. He got all these rounds of funding that came in millions and millions, and then he walked on the project and started this Deso, which is basically the same project, and then tried to resell it to the same investors. And everyone was
that was the guy then.
Oh, it is.
Kenny,
maybe that is it.
Wow.
Kenny went after him.
Oh my God. Yeah, this guy was it was just a crooked, weird deal. Anyway, so their whole idea was like it's basically Instagram that you can just mint right from a thing. So you can upload a picture, mint it right there, and it's already an NFT. And so it was a cool little space. I thought it was going to kind of take off, and then the guy kind of did his thing and turned everything off. But now that Facebook's doing it, I mean, there's going to be endless influencer NFTs hitting the market, and I don't know what coin, because I'm pretty sure they're going to create their own coin for Meta. So I'm sure that will probably be,
Probably called Metacoin.
It probably is. Or is it called the Zuckerberg coin? I don't know.
Oh my god!
It's $1, something like that. Yeah.
The privacy.
Did you guys see that thing on Twitter earlier where they were saying supposedly that Satoshi Nakamoto's identity was revealed and supposedly Vitalik Buterin was the one who figured it out?
What? Really?
It was like I got a notification on my phone earlier for Twitter, and it said Satoshi, so I clicked on it, and it said Satoshi's identity revealed by Vitalik Buterin, and I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And the guy supposedly was like, his name was like a non-blueberry, but he goes by something else.
You know how many people have said that it was his dad that is
Vitalik's dad?
Mr. Bitcoin?
Wow.
There are almost
nobody's ever going to know, really. Until funds are moved, nobody knows.
Yeah. He's sitting on what, like 12 billion?
I'm actually excited to see what Facebook does next, because the whole metaverse buzzword blew up because of Facebook, right? So the thing is, when as much of the hate that Facebook gets, they actually drive adoption into a lot of different technologies and spaces, right? So when they talked about acquiring Oculus back in the day, we thought that it was going to be a niche market for nerds who are going to just live in the metaverse. But it looks like 5 years from now, it could be a reality, and having something like Oculus is going to be just as important as having a mobile phone. So I believe it's going to head that way. It's not going to be $600-$500 anymore. We will see a day when it's just $100 and everybody can pick it up. Right.
Will it be as easy as like having a pair of glasses or a pair of contact lenses or something? Because they're already.
I think, but those glasses are going to be like $300 or $400 though.
I think Google Glass was too early
at the beginning. Once they
that's the thing. Google Glass came out too early.
I seen a company as well recently. They started trying to develop these contact lenses for soccer players and sports athletes, where they can like see the different like directions of the ball, how far away people are away and stuff. So it's going to really change the game for a lot of different places, like augmented reality, VR, everything like this as well. So
I was just having a chat with some of my team members, and that the first adoption phase could be AR first instead of full VR, because somebody may not want to go into the VR all day, right? AR might be a better way for them to start getting used to the fact that when you're walking down the street, you see a notification by Walmart as you walk past it that there's a 50% discount for something. So versus them actually having to put on a headset and sitting down on the sofa and then trying to explore the metaverse space. So AR could be the first wave of adoption, and
I agree.
VR later. Yeah.
Question
Pokemon
is,
Go
how long
creators have been working on it? Did you hear about it? Yeah, Pokemon Go creators. That was the first AR game, right? They are creating something related to metaverse too.
That'll be actually kind of cool. Probably have some sort of technology there in place, do they? Something like that already.
I've heard of some projects. They use AR for people to hand out NFTs and get rewarded, right? So imagine Pokemon Go, but then with another game that you hunt NFTs. So it's the if you are in the gaming business, all these ideas have been done in games before, but because of companies like Facebook, companies like Atomic Hub, and all the different companies that are based in the space, you get to see more and more projects utilize the existing concepts but with new technology. So I'm actually looking forward to it.
My thing is, how long before you're able to go in virtual world, go in a store, pick it, put it in your shopping cart, and then it shows up at your front door? Like, what's the time on that?
That's what we're actually trying to do this year. So in Southeast Asia, we have, you know how you guys have Uber Eats in the States and stuff like that, right? So what happens is that in our metaverse, somebody will be able to walk up, pay for something in our Fox, and then it gets delivered to home. So the partners are, it's already being set up right now. So I don't think it's confidential because we spoke about it quite a few times.
But
the real world application has to be practical for the user base. We cannot have something too crazy, right? So if we want to make it work, we have to make it applicable in their real lives. And food delivery is the first thing that a lot of people are asking for every day.
Oh,
So
wow.
what if it's actually possible for you to go to a KFC in the metaverse and then choose your menu, and then you order through there and use your NFT tokens or your crypto to be able to purchase it. So that's the reality is it has to be practical. It can't be just
Has to be
highfalutin
simple.
tech. Yeah, the concept has to be.
Yep.
If you want to get the everyday person in, it has to be practical. We cannot have
It would be
the
very
concept.
dangerous if
Yeah.
I was able to do that with KFC or McDonald's or something.
Like blockchain. Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, it
Yeah.
didn't.
Same
I think
address. Oh, you want the number 2? Okay, yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chipotle. Well, I think I found that they just opened up something in the metaverse, didn't they? I think Chipotle is actually having a.
They did mention it, yeah.
Yeah, there it is, right there. They're in. Where is it? They're offering a free burrito. I don't know what that is. They did a Halloween push, and I think this
These are
was
Metacoin.
I think it was Decentraland. I'm trying to read where that was, but yeah, that's happening. That's definitely happening. I definitely think that real world stuff is where all this is, because I'm thinking even for like appliances, anything like that, you go buy at Home Depot or anything like that, you can build the warranties into those NFTs, and it's on the blockchain. Like it's actually verifiable, that this person actually bought that, so they get their warranty. I think a lot of that stuff is going to go there, and you can airdrop to those people. So marketing wise, I think it's endless, marketing possibilities, just the fact that you can airdrop to wallets that hold a certain NFT. So I think it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I think so.
That's the types of companies that we have been talking to. Either a company that's very bullish on the metaverse and wants to go in early, or those who want to wait till the crowds are there. And I think the ones that are bullish are going to benefit a lot more than the ones who wait, because it's going to be very expensive for them to market in the metaverse. If you have a metaverse that has 10 million people walking around, that's advertising opportunity that you have to pay a large amount of money for in real life. Imagine how much you have to pay for a Super Bowl ad. Right, so it's gonna translate to those kind of prices. Yeah.
Jeff 55 says he's going to be steak and chicken nugget NFTs. That's what he's
Oh
going to be.
man,
Yeah, I would so do that.
Totally.
Hats off to you, Jeff. That was great. That was great.
That's super cool, man. Yeah, it's so interesting to see where all this meta stuff is going to go. Like in the next year, because we haven't even seen really what Facebook's doing totally yet. So. It's interesting. I wonder if it's going to just flop, if it's going to be like that. Remember the old?
They're going to dump millions.
They are.
Into that, okay?
They bought Oculus, so
yeah. So they're already going. They're already probably like version 5. It's not even out yet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Totally. That hand thing they have is super cool, where you can grab stuff and feel stuff. That looked really cool.
Have you seen the one, like it's like the gaming one where you're standing on a treadmill and you can like
yes,
oh,
that
really?
is so much fun.
You can feel the bullets
so much fun.
like this. Yeah, so that shit looks.
That's
really
what I
cool.
want.
That's that Real Player One vibe right there. That's what
DC, you would
to
never like. DC, your life, as you know, will be in that.
McDonald's sorted, treadmill sorted. TC's never.
You're getting your cardio in, and you're working out, and you're playing video games.
That's right. You get steak nuggets all at the same time.
Bullish guys.
Next thing you know, you just be like, "So you go see TC doing this all day, running."
Yeah, I'm actually. We were laughing about a joke one of those days with my team. It's like, imagine like 2 generations after you, and somebody discovers a bicycle and they don't know what it is, because nobody's been in the physical world for so long. They don't know what an actual bicycle looks like.
I like the videos where they show like the kids of like Gen Zers, as they say, like my daughter's age. They give them a dial-up phone, like a rotary phone, and they're like calling them, and they just look at it. They just like examine it. They don't even know what to do, and it's just so funny.
It's a cassette tape, right? They don't know where the USB slot is in the cassette tape.
Right, totally.
They don't know what it is.
Exactly. It's so funny. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man.
I love, it's funny, I love when I lose my cell phone. It's like the best day, or it's like going on a holiday for me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
No.
Just hear me out, because look, when I went home to Philly in 2018, okay, I rode the subway for the day. Just even though I had a car, I rode the subway. On the subway, every single person was this. 2 people were the only ones face to face, and that was an elderly couple because they didn't have a cell phone. Okay, everybody does that, and like it's funny because like people like when I hit people up, I don't text unless it's like people in this community. I FaceTime everyone. Like,
Right.
why can't you just text me? Because I want that face to face interaction. I'm like, if I have to look at my phone, I'd rather just look at a person's face. I don't want to be looking at a text message. Like we lose that socialization skills just because of this. It's like, come on, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be, you know, that's the part of the metaverse I think is going to be a little odd, you know, like when they start to bring in the business side of it, where it's like, okay, instead of working from home now, you're working from home, but virtually. So now you have the headset on, your boss can look over your shoulder. It's going to be like a weird thing. I wonder how that's going to affect people. And then what personalities do they take on in the metaverse that aren't in the real world? You know, like it's going to be a weird time, man. I think it's going to be interesting to see where all this kind of goes.
We've experienced that before. If we were from a certain generation, Second Life actually gave us a glimpse into how it's going to be.
Game.
So the thing is, the irony is that the technology has made us more connected, but somehow more disconnected, right?
Yeah.
So it's like everybody wants to be somebody else, and they can't do that unless we put technology in front of them, and they be able to explore these different worlds and stuff like that. But I understand where Melo is coming from as well, because the thing is, I when I go back to Singapore and I take the train, it's like nobody's looking at anyone. It's just right on the phone. And sometimes, you know, you could be just holding on to the railing and looking around, and nobody's making eye contact at all, because that's the whole world, right? That's the whole world. So in effect, they've been living in the digital world for a very long time already, since the dawn of the smartphone.
Ready for this
I
one?
think,
Oh, God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, so once the metaverse comes in, it's going to be more siloed into your own world, right? You won't be going out of your room more than 2 hours or 3 hours a day. Yeah, that's what I believe will happen.
We'll be doing this show in the metaverse.
That might be happening sooner than you think, TC.
What?
I'm just saying.
What?
But anyway,
When do I order my headset?
What happens when they start bringing like brothels and stuff into the
Yep. So, I think everything's going to, you know, like the thing is about the metaverse that's weird, because like I think there's a lot of people that kind of argue about the metaverse. That is, you know, what is a metaverse? You know, to me, I think it's more of a connection of a bunch of different worlds. I don't think it's just one place. And that's kind of like right now, it seems like it's going to be only meta, or certainly only be, you know, uplift, or only be this. I want to see it when it's all connected, like where it's like you walk into one place and you can go check out all of that, you know. And then like your guys are doing, Faz, which I think is thinking way ahead of the curve, is make those tokens cross game, you know, cross, you know, even project, you know, down the line, like where there's a collaboration of some sort and some kind of exchange, because that way you're creating these new economy systems where people can fluctuate without dealing with like USD or whatever the country's, you know, coin is. You know, they could be dealing in different properties, and you're doing in real life stuff that they're going to be able to possibly get something that like right to their door, which is even more advanced. You know, to me, I think that's really where this is all going.
Yeah, projects used to start with the mandate that they want to be as to drive up digital adoption as much as possible, but after a while they start to shrink down into, no, if you want to do this, you got to be on my chain. So for RFox Labs, we don't have that philosophy, right? Because all the content, all the users, all the kind of things that we can do is spread out across all the different projects. So we just have a hub. So you go into a hub, you interact with our products and services. You want to go somewhere else, step into that portal, and then you go into Minecraft, for example, and then you start doing stuff. So the thing happens for Roblox as well. You could basically start off with an avatar, and then it changes the way it looks when you go into Grand Theft Auto. So a lot of these things have already been designed internally in RFox Labs. The whole thing about us is interoperability, whether it starts from an NFTs all the way up to the Metaverse project. So I think that's important, because end of the day, you're never going to be able to drive up digital adoption if you just focus on just the people using your own product. You need to be able to make it like applicable for all the products in the metaverse, and I think that's important to have. More and more projects are actually seeing that, okay, there's a cap of people who will use my blockchain or my services. How do I expand? Interoperable partnerships are the way to go, and we've been doing that for quite a while now.
Are you looking at doing any kind of console games at all, like an Xbox game or a PlayStation 5 game or anything like that?
I think for now we are focusing on casual games on mobile because
Yeah.
we have a ID system called RFox ID, right? So a lot of people are signing up to join.
Right.
So it's more of an acquisition funnel for people to get used to our ecosystem, and a lot of people coming into our space aren't NFT or crypto savvy at all. So we
Right.
want to make it as simple as possible. Once the people get around to understanding what crypto is, what gas
Right.
fees are, what is impermanent loss, and all this kind of stuff,
Right.
then we elevate them to the metaverse where they already have a better understanding of what crypto is and all the do's and don'ts.
Right.
So for us, I think we might venture into other platforms, but the next one is probably going to be VR games for us because everybody who steps into the metaverse has a VR
Exactly.
headset.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. I think the Oculus shop already has tons of content.
It does. Yeah.
If you look at it in terms of specs, once the cheaper headsets comes out, then we need to make simpler games for them to play. So that's our core focus is digital.
Because they're all
adoption.
mobile games, right? The Oculus,
Majority of them, yeah, it's on Android
Yeah.
anyway, right? So it's all from the Play Store.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I think gaming on mobile is the ticket. If you're going to build a game, it should
It
be
is.
mobile because you're going to get the most amount of people, and seniors like playing games, and they'll do it on their phone.
Yeah, exactly.
The gaming market is massive. I mean, like the seniors playing Candy Crush, that's a gamer as well.
Yep.
Right? You don't have to be somebody who plays Call of Duty to be a gamer.
Yeah.
The base is so huge. That huge base is our target market because I'm not really interested on somebody who can snipe at 500 meters away
Right.
on Call of Duty. I'm more the guy who plays like 10 minutes a day. He gets his daily rewards and then he says, well, I had fun in those 10 minutes.
Oh man, I'm coming out with my own Calm game. I'm just going to have you sit there for 45 seconds and you get an NFT. That's what my game's going to be. How about that?
Sounds good.
Calm down. Just like, NFT. There you go. Reward system.
Brilliant.
So that's awesome, man. Yeah, I totally think all that stuff is great, man. It's glad to hear you guys thinking in the same kind of way. It seems like a lot of people see this kind of going in kind of the same direction a little bit, where it kind of expands out a little bit better. And it gives opportunities for so many people around the world to connect, like all of us right now. Like, this is insane, So when the metaverse happens, it's going to be even more interactive, more, I don't know. If you've done VR, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's pretty weird. Go walk in alt spaces or, even walk in Waxapalooza and go walk around with a VR headset. It's pretty trippy, So I
told my wife the same thing. I mean, like when she saw Ready Player One, she said, "That's crazy." And then, like 3 years later, I'm actually doing that.
Exactly.
And she's like, "What?" It's like,
it's super crazy. And for me, I'm waiting really for the AR stuff. So what I'm waiting for is like that Google Glass that looks like and I think it's going to happen because they have that partnership with Ray-Ban. Facebook did, and I'm sure they're going to work on some kind of glass hardware so that the AR is going to be on a digital display coming here. So you're in real world and the AR pieces just come right on the glassware. That's when I think things are going to really pop off, because I think that's when advertising, you're going to walk down the street and you walk by a billboard and all of a sudden an AR thing pops out, from the billboard, that kind of stuff's going to
What's the value on that going to be?
Yeah, I had one of your pieces, I think, Nifty. It was you get it up through the camera, you get a card up through the camera.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool because that was kind of the first I'd ever been introduced to the AR side of things, which was really cool.
I actually the AR company I use is I like them just because they use just a one click. Usually you have to get like an app, and that's the problem for AR and VR. It's always been this hurdle of you have to download this app, you have to load in the app. By the time you get all connected, you're kind of lost. You really lost the
first few seconds, really.
Exactly. And so this company is just a click a button and it pops right up right on your phone. And that's why I like it.
I like that as well, man. I think I should have that one as well.
Yeah, I think everything should be like that. Like just one click. You don't have to download nothing. Like it's just like boop, you're in. Or if you're in a game, you already got it from the App Store and everything's just kind of easy to kind of get to. I think that's the way people are going to do it because I think the desktop stuff is going to slowly die this year. Like I just don't see it kind of sustaining as more people become involved with crypto and NFTs. I think
I totally agree.
Yeah, they want that. Like UTC, you love that taco app, and I love it now too.
It's amazing.
It's like before you had to go on Alcor Exchange, it's the whole thing. You got to sit down at the computer. Now it's just like click, click, boom, boom, swap.
I still do Alcor.
I do too, but it's it's nice having that in your hand.
That portability and accessibility at your fingertips. Speaking of your fingertips, I love how I'm looking on my phone right now on the podcast, and it just says "Watch in VR" for your podcast.
What? Really?
Yeah. I'll snapshot it right now and send it to you. I went into
Did
the settings
YouTube?
on this podcast,
Really?
and it says, like playback speed, and then it says watch in VR.
Trip out.
So
Maybe their YouTube's already on it, man.
I'm like, I'm thinking you did this. I'm thinking you're getting all fancy on us. Like,
No, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're working
well, you
behind
know,
the scenes. Nobody knows
look,
what you're doing. So I mean,
Look,
you never know.
I hacked the hexagon. I'm not going to lie. Rodder knows it. He saw it. I hacked the hexagon. I'm not lying to you, but actually, I'm not lying to you. Twitter, check your security system. You have a major flaw in your system with the hexagon. Anyway,
You cracked it while drinking a cup of coffee. One-handed.
Oh, it took 2 seconds because I'll share it with. No, I shouldn't share it with anybody. I don't want to cause problems. Anyway, it's so stupidly simple, and just Occam's razor. You wouldn't believe how easy it is, but anybody can have a hexagon without an NFT collection. Snap to it, and Twitter should definitely check that out and change one of their settings, because otherwise there's going to be a lot of fake Bored Ape Club guys getting in the club and infiltrating people, and that's going to cause a whole nother.
NiftyBC Twitter account suspended.
Oh, it's gone. Damn it.
Twitter channel.
Damn it. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't tell him how to do it. I didn't tell him how to do it. I just said, just check it out. It's there's a security flaw. Anyway, so
That's right.
yeah, it's top secret. Rar might know. I'll tell Rar how to do it. I told one person how to do it, but he was just like, "What? I don't understand." I was like, "It's so simple." Anyway, so whew, I'm not going to get my thing blacklisted, so I'll just be quiet. Yeah, fake.
Too late.
Fake hexagon detected. Totally. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I wonder how that's going to go, because I mean, it's a great thing. I think what was weird about the hexagon thing for me was if you hashtag that in the search in Twitter and read the responses, there's a lot of NFT hate, man. I mean, I know that there's already that there, but man, it really came out with that hexagon stuff. It was just like people just flat out like, I'm blocking everyone with the hexagon and all this stuff, and it's just like, oh man, I don't know.
Any publicity is good publicity.
I think it's great, man. I think they're just trying to incorporate the blockchain, which it's inevitable, guys. That's going to be the new social media. It's like Gary Vee said it, and I backed him up on it, which was, look, I go check out your wallet. If I meet you and I go check out your Wax wallet, I go, what do you like? Like, oh, you're into Top Shots, or you're into, Bitcoin Origins, or you're into something else. That's going to become more and more involved, especially now that they're doing it with the social media and the meta. People are going to go to your profile. They're not even going to go to your photos anymore. They're going to go to your wallet and be like, what is this person into? Like, what do they buy? What's the whole thing? So
I still hold like Deadhead. Deadhead is the
that's awesome.
In my wallet, I went balls to the wall blending his cards.
Oh, that's so cool.
I hold like 90 or 100 of his cards, man. Like goals, nearly a full set of gold cards. It was crazy. It was crazy.
See, that's great. And see, that's how people are going to connect, because like now someone else that knows who that is, we're going to be like, oh, dude, that's so cool. You know that, and that's how people will start to connect. It's going to be weird. We're in a weird time in the world. We got pandemics and we got metaverses, and
what's going to happen next?
Who knows what's coming, man? But let's just hope it's all positive and on the up and up, But
next is going to be you're going to have like Uber drones delivering your stuff to your bedroom window.
Yeah,
I mean, people are already testing it. I mean, look, they just did like
crazy.
a test in Vegas. They did a test in Vegas with Casey Neistat 2 years ago, and it basically like they were testing it. The company's out of Germany.
Yeah,
and they go over to Vegas, invite Casey out. He tests it out, and then fast forward 2 years later, well, they've already got they're past the prototype. They've already got the first one to roll out on the market.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? And like, what's the value on that going to be? That's like what? Like I could see that being like 250 and upwards of like 3 million for that like portable thing that's going to like, oh, I just sit in, type in my address, and then it just hovers me over to where I got to go. I mean, wow, come on, like Uber, you can kiss Uber goodbye after that. Uber,
they were testing the Uber Eats in Ireland. They had like a takeaway restaurant delivering like burgers and stuff like in a 2 mile radius. So that's what I thought you said, but no, they weren't testing fucking Uber cars in Ireland.
No, they know what they do have is before I left Los Angeles, I just moved from Los Angeles up to the Pacific Northwest. Anyway, they have these Domino delivery robots. Do you guys have those in your city? They're like these little four-wheel, like little droid things that look right out of Star Wars. They look like almost like a little Star Wars bot, and it has like it comes right to your door and it opens up and you take your pizza out and
Get out of here.
yeah, it's 100%, dude. They just go boogie down the road. You're just like, what the hell? Yeah, it's crazy.
They've been trying
What's
to
that,
roll it out for quite a while now, right? Just within a certain radius. I think it's going to spread. I mean, everybody's going to be able to get deliveries, no longer using people anymore. It's just robots and drones.
You don't need a car anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If
There's
I
a
seen a
pizza-
Domino's robot going down the road, I probably would just like try and take pizza myself.
The only
There's
ones I don't
literally-
like are I don't like those dog ones. Have you seen those dog ones that were like in Black Mirror? Those like droids that look like mechanical dogs. Those things scare the shit out of me, man. Every time I see one of those, I'm like, what the hell's going on? But anyway.
Yeah, it's true that you're saying that we're living in crazy times because, like, I was just chatting with one of my friends that with the pandemic and technology being very adopted, people are no longer leaving houses. The American military released videos of UFOs and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah,
That's how crazy
totally.
times are these days.
100%. They're like, yeah.
5 years
whatever.
ago, people
Right.
have lost their minds, but today it was just like for 1 week, people were talking about UFOs and actual proof from
Yep.
the government or the military, and people were like, "Oh, okay, cool, whatever. What's next? Oh, Instagram. All right,
Exactly.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey man,
Yeah.
check out my Nifty blocks. I got loads of aliens there for you guys.
What do you know? What do you know that we don't know, man? Wait a second.
Yo, let's collab. Yo, blockchain, let's collab on a design. I was just thinking while talking and listening, I have another alien design.
Yeah, let's do something, man. It would take a bit of time to get the 3D thing done, but I'd love to try and get something 3D done. Like
Send me your. Do you have Telegram?
I have Telegram, yeah. I'll hit you up on Twitter and we can talk from there, and I'll hit you up on Telegram after that then.
What I was just gonna say was put your info in the private chat here so I can copy that.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
All right. So you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to do some final
Telegram
giveaways really quick, guys. Let me share my screen again. This is going to be for the Cogs 3rd edition.
Cogs.
Mega Chess 3rd edition, guys. This is a big one here. Thank you, Cogs, for putting this out there.
Awesome.
So I'm going to let me draw this and see who's going to win it. Whoever type in actually really quick, guys. Dollar Store and M.O.R.B.S. When I got booted and rugged out of my own room, it wiped the screen a little bit. So really quick, if you could put in $ M.O.R.B.S. I'll wait a couple minutes here. Let that happen. Let me see what else we got here. Anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to do a giveaway of that. And we're also going to do another giveaway because I have another thing that was sent here from Blockchain Odyssey. So
you can give them all away. I sent some packs, and
I'll do some packs. We'll do a couple packs of the LT Punk pack. Okay, so we'll do a couple of these too. So we'll do 3 spins. One for the COG will be the first one. I'm going to do it right now, guys. So here we go. This is for the COGS 3rd edition. Okay, this is for the COGS 3rd edition. Vero S, you have won.
Nice.
Woo! You have won the COGS. Let me bring that back up. 3rd edition, which was this one right here. So I remember as well. Awesome. It's a collector's mega chest. What's inside of this guy? If I could ask, is this like a full pack?
I think the market price is about $150 right now. So there's
Wow!
nice.
Congratulations.
collectors. You have a few. There's quite a few packs inside. It's
You better
really
huddle
cute.
gang that.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
awesome. That's super awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the Blockchain Odyssey LT Punk. This has 3 cards in it. It's the 1st generation, guys. And we're gonna do 2 packs of this. So we're gonna do 2 draws. So let's see who gets these.
There's only been one lucky ticket pulled.
Humble drawing.
Hey,
Yeah, Humble.
Congrats.
Congrats, Humble. Humble, you
Congrats.
have won a Blockchain Odyssey pack. And we're going to do one more here, guys. We're going to do one more for the Blockchain Odyssey pack. Let's see who's going to get this one. Jeff 55.
Hey,
You
nice.
have won as well,
Big
my friend.
congrats.
Congrats, guys. Congrats for winning.
Nice.
All you guys got to do to get it is get in contact with me on Twitter. It's on the bottom here of the video, guys. It's at Twitter at M.O.R.B.S 15. just send me your wax ID and a little picture of this, like a screenshot of this, so I know it's you, and we'll get that over to you. And other than that, what do you guys want to leave with? Anybody have anything to leave us with? TC, you have anything to leave us with?
Not much. No.
That's it.
Thank you all. I really appreciate all your time, and look, I hope to get on again soon.
Awesome. Thank you,
Yeah,
Botch. You're welcome here
thanks for
anytime,
coming.
man.
Thank
Yeah,
Thank you very much
you.
for having
Back
me.
up on that wax.
First time here.
Yeah.
You guys made me really comfortable. So really, thanks for that. It's my
Oh,
first
thank you
time
so much for
being
coming
here.
on.
I'm glad you came.
Yeah, man. Gotta come back anytime you have a drop, man. Give me a holler and we'll put you on the show, man, for sure, and get some
Sure.
promo for that. All
So,
right.
man.
And then Fads, thank you so much for sharing your
Yeah,
knowledge, man.
awesome.
Dropping the knowledge on us and sharing your experience making these games. And I'm looking forward to see what you guys are doing in 2022.
Yeah, I can't wait to play your game on my phone.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's nice to hang out with people who grinding and building as well.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep.
And Mello,
Yeah,
do you
we're
want to
really
say leave us
succeeding.
anything? Want to say anything, Mello?
Live that mellow life.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you,
Been a
guys.
pleasure.
This has been another fun NFT Circus. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. All right. Take it
You
easy.
too.
See
All
ya.
right. Adios.
Bye.
Woo.
All right.